So I'm Nora Smith. I work with Delburne FCSS. Our mandate is preventative social planning. And this all kind of came about. We ended up with a partnership with Tamarack on their 1,000 Conversations campaign, and it started over a cup of coffee. I happened to be sitting there with Derek Alton, who had just been hired, and John Beebe, who is an internationally exhibited photographer, and it's all spawned out of that. It's been a definite blessing to our community. And then I guess the bigger piece of it is really opened up my curiosity for melding art and social change. Early results of this initiative say that we've had 20 conversations, 245 surveys were filled out, and 317 photos. But put this in perspective, our community is only 830 people. So we've engaged over half of our population in this initiative. And some of the early indicators that have been really successful are just basically the number of new people who have came to the table and the fact that they are eager to be there. As I sit in my office sometimes, I'd be like, well, put out programming, put out ideas, no one comes. Oh, they must not want that information. It was a real reframing in my own mind. It's the way I was approaching the people. People want to be engaged and they want to contribute. The next thing was the consensus around the themes and the patterns. I think everyone in our community was really surprised to see that everyone wants the same thing. One of the things that showed up, it was a visioning at the end. So please draw out what you'd like our little Main Street to look like. And the kids drew almost the exact same things that the seniors were drawing, minus the fact that they had like a zip line running down Main Street. And one of the big, the kids liked it, but it was wheelchair accessible. It was awesome. One of the big worries, and we've been so cognizant or trying to do this the whole time, is about making sure that the ownership stays at the grassroots. We are really quite concerned that it might come back and say, wonderful, we've shared our voices, what are you going to do for us? And then we're trying to really frame this so it stays right on the ground, and they're the ones moving it forward. And just the extraordinary uptake of the Belonging Delburne project and the photo aspect. So in the back room, we have set up a little booth that people can go, and because we've taken all these 317 photos, everyone is 3 feet by 4.5 feet, and we have wheat pasted them on the exterior of buildings in our community. So it's gigantic. We had a rainstorm. Some of our murals came down 2 days later, we're in a little bit of a crisis, but we're getting it sorted out. It just was a good opportunity to re-talk to the community. But even in those 2 days of seeing people interact with those murals, there's something in there that is transformational. Just the way they stood there, they looked at them and they're like, oh, that's so-and-so. And the little girl goes by on her bike and she's like, that's my dad. And there's this elderly gentleman who was 80 who came down to the office, and I'm like, so Ron, what do you think of the photos? He goes, oh, they're beautiful. I know a lot of people up there. And it's that whole time that they honored who they were on a personal level, because belonging, they were asked to bring either a photo or an object that represented a personal sense of belonging. So right there, those photos are a deep connection to who they are as humans. And then people stand there and admire each other from the heart. And there's something, as I watched that, even in 2 days of watching those murals, there's something transformational in that. And then the very last thing that's happened, we're having a lot of people step up and say, this is really interesting, and wanting to be kind of connected or involved in the partnership, and we are all for that. If you want to come and join in and experience and share, and we'd love to share, and we're inviting everyone.